Hello, everybody, Aaron here, and I'm with Lolian.
Hey, guys.
And welcome back to Nancy Drew, Ghost Dogs, and Moon Lake. We almost got killed last episode, so
It was
that
a
was
little
fun.
dicey.
So now, let's try calling Vivian Whitmore here. 9137.
At least you don't have to turn it like an actual rotary phone.
Yeah. I mean, I
If
think
you're
this is a
selling
fake
something,
one.
hang up right now.
So
I
it looks
got
like
an
it's
air
buttons
horn in
anyways.
my hand that could deafen a dinosaur, and I'm not afraid to use it.
Oh, no, please. I'm not selling anything. Believe me. Is this Vivian Whitmore?
Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. You got exactly 5 seconds to state your business.
My name is Nancy Drew. I'm calling from Moon Lake, Pennsylvania. I
Give
just
them
wanted
as
to
much
ask you some
information in there as
questions.
possible.
All right. The Moon Lake Park Ranger said you might call, but you have to talk fast. An old friend of mine is flying in today from Florida, and when I say old, I mean old, as in 5 years older than I am.
Those
Don't bother
real
trying to
old.
do the math, sweet stuff, you'll hurt yourself. So, that ranger fella said you found an old picture of me.
That's right. I found it in the cellar of Mickey Malone's old house on Moon Lake.
Moon Lake. Talk about your fond memories. I had a lot of fun there. Although I wasn't anywhere near as wild as most young people were back then. But I think Mickey kind of respected me for that. I was his gal for 5 years. He always kept birch beer on tap at that speakeasy of his just for me.
I found a safe in the cellar there.
You must be talking about the wall safe. That was Willie's. He was a guy who worked for Mickey.
I don't suppose you happen to know the combination.
No one knew the combination, not even Mickey. Mostly because Willie was constantly changing it. He was a little paranoid and superstitious. Well, as I recall, he'd pick the most unlucky number he could think of and use that for the combination. He called it a reverse jinx.
Unlucky number? Like what?
Oh, like the date that something bad happened, like when the stock market crashed, or when somebody died, or the
Use it
address of a house that caught fire, or the phone number of the police, that sort of thing.
What can you tell me about Malone's speakeasy?
It was in the basement, right there at Moon Lake. Feds never knew about it, but everybody who was anybody on the East Coast back then, actors, musicians, bankers, politicians, they knew. You weren't big time unless you'd made at least one trip to Moon Lake Mickey's.
That's weird. I'm staying in his old house on Moon Lake, and I haven't seen any sign of a speakeasy.
Course you haven't. You're not supposed to. Only Mickey and Willie knew how to get into the speakeasy from the house. The rest of us had to go in and out the regular way, through the cemetery.
The cemetery?
There was a lock hidden in one of the tombstones in that little cemetery behind the house. You needed a key to unlock it, and when you did, stairs would appear that led to the speakeasy.
Do you have any idea how to get into Malone's speakeasy from the house?
I sure don't. That saloon was built using 2 main ingredients, concrete and secrecy. Mickey always bragged that nobody could get in unless he wanted them in, and I do believe he was right. But I'll tell you what, if you send me that picture of me and Mickey, I'll send you my key.
That sounds like a fair arrangement.
Yeah.
The key to the tombstone? You still have it?
It's in the bottom of my jewelry box. I've come this close to throwing it out 100 times, but it's so small, and the memories it brings back are so big. Well, I just couldn't.
Fair
That's
enough.
a joke. Mickey had a tombstone made with the name of this federal agent who had it out for him inscribed on it. That's the one the key unlocks.
So that'd be Waldo, Matthias Waldo. Waldo Matthias? I don't remember which way it is.
Something like that.
It's been fun talking to you.
I'll be suing you.
Good heavens. Okay, well, so unlucky dates backwards? is what-
Backwards. So, do you think it's year in the month, maybe?
Maybe. There's also, is it the date Willie? So this is talking from Willie. This was in 27. I think it's got to be the 1932. Did we say it was January?
Yeah. So it might be 0, 1, 2. Well, actually 2, 3. If we're doing this backwards.
I think it's gonna be 19.
You think it's only 4 digits?
No, I'm thinking 1932-01.
I think he did it completely backwards.
I don't know that it would be that.
We could try
I mean,
1930.
let's look at this thing again. 973014. 11. Yeah, I think you might be right. That might just be the year.
So the bottom says MM pinched. So Mickey
Yeah.
Malone pinched.
It
So when he
is-
was
it is the
arrested.
date he was arrested. So let's try 3201. What was the date?
29.
So 32. $29.
29.
I think this is gonna be wrong for one reason or another. I think we'll have the order of the numbers wrong. Yeah.
That didn't seem to work at least.
Okay, so if we're saying it's year, day, then month, or month, day, year, day, month, year. So we just tried year, month, day. Try day, month, year, and just see.
Okay, so 29.
Yep. My bad. Oh. 132.
Mm-hmm.
We either have something wrong.
Can you look at the paper again?
Well, that was in 1927. The other paper was over in
Oh, mm,
the ranger station's office.
I meant the codes because I wanted to see the way
Oh.
he was writing the years.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to figure out too.
So Uncle Clayton died.
That looks like 10, which would be the year. 2929.
2929?
Yeah. 997. That wouldn't be a year at that point, unless he's talking like an older year, older date. 1897.
Hmm.
Okay, let's try month, day, year.
Okay.
Just because I think we must be on the right track. Aha!
Hey, look, the mice.
Yeah, now I need my gas mask and stuff. Because the disease
I bet those were deer mice.
journal.
You would be
From-
right.
Willie Akers from 33 to 42.
Okay.
So this is from the time that he was arrested, that Malone was arrested, to his
Mhm.
death, more or less.
Yep.
Today,
Speakeasy.
okay. April 29th, 1933. Today Mickey went to prison, but when they were walking him to the paddy wagon, he told me to take care of his dogs, and when the time came to do their tombstones like he told me. Then he whispered to me to look under the Victrola in the speakeasy at Moon Lake. He said I'd find a map to the gold he stole 2 years ago. And they shoved him into the wagon, and that was that. Poor Mickey. How's a guy who never spent one night in jail supposed to spend 8 years in prison? He'll never make it. I think he wants me to have the gold because deep down he knows he's never coming home. Anyway, I looked under the Victrola and found the map. The problem is there's nothing on it except a bunch of lines and that the words "the dogs will lead the way." There are no X marks the spot or directions or nothing. But I need money bad. My wife and baby haven't had anything decent to eat in months, so I'm gonna pack them up and move to Moon Lake permanently so I can spend all my time looking for the gold. May 4th, 1933. Mickey never told me outright that he was the guy who pulled off the hole in the floor gold heist. He always said that less I knew, the healthier I'd stay. But according to the papers, a bunch of gold was stolen off a moving train right under the noses of about a dozen Pinkertons. Mickey must have greased somebody's palm real good and got him to cut a hole in the floor of the boxcar the gold was going to be shipped in. After the gold was loaded, one of the boys crawled under the train and pulled himself into the boxcar. When the train was moving, he dropped the gold down the hole onto the tracks. Mickey's boys picked it up and got away clean. Nobody ever suspected Mickey was behind it. So what I'm looking for is 20 gold bars. The paper said altogether they weighed around 600 pounds. Question is, did Mickey hide them in one place or did he spread them around? He must have buried them, but where? I just thought of something. Maybe Mickey trained his dogs to go to the gold if you say the right word. I'm going to try saying gold to them tomorrow and see what happens. July 14th, 1933. I've said every word I can think of to all the dogs, but they haven't led me anywhere except around in circles. I spent the last month following them around, first Sander, then Vitus, then Lucy. I don't have to follow Iggy because all he does is sleep on the porch. So it looks like I'm gonna have to start digging. I'll dig under the porch first, seeing as that's where Iggy always is. October 21st, 1933. A month ago, I started working as a handyman over in Lewistown to make ends meet. So even though I stop by Mickey's every day to feed the dogs, I can look for the gold. I can only look for the gold at night. I dug all around under the porch, but didn't find nothing. I marked the porch on the map as
Joe
a big...
Akers? Emily said Jeff Akers' father was named Joe. Maybe Jeff is related to William Akers after all.
On the map with a big I for Iggy because that's the place he always leads me to. I was so busy digging last Tuesday night that I almost wasn't there when my son was born. We're calling him Joe. His big sister's real happy. She says baby Joe is just like the doll she's always wanted, but we could never afford to get her. Truth is, we can't really afford Joe neither. I keep writing to Mickey asking him to please tell me straight out where the gold is, but he never writes back. I'll just have to keep digging. Leavenworth Prison, Leavenworth, 48, Kansas. September 9th, 1935. Now I spend all my free time digging in the woods. I dig around everything that could be a landmark, logs, rocks, tree stumps, but I never find nothing. Plus I keep getting lost. The path looks so much alike, especially at night, that I spend most of my time trying to figure out where I am. So last Sunday I memorized the way to the cemetery. It's left, right, right, left, left, right, right, left, right, left, left, right, left, left, right, right, left, right, right, left. February 11th, 1939. Even though Mickey never allowed the dogs in the speakeasy or the tunnels, I've been looking there for the gold because I looked everywhere else I can think of and got nowhere. Last week I found out that Mickey changed the passcode to the spigots in the speakeasy. This got my hopes up because the way I figured it, why would Mickey change the code without telling me unless he was hiding something? But when I finally figured out the new code, I didn't find nothing in the tunnel that opened up that wasn't there before. Why Mickey spent all that money on pictures of those dogs of his, I'll never understand. March 2nd, 1942. I gave up. Mickey's dead, and so are all his dogs. I'll never find the gold. I got a good job offer over in Harrisburg, and I'm gonna take it. Little Joe and Sarah deserve a better life than they've gotten so far, and it's high time Callie got a nice house and a husband who doesn't spend all his time chasing after something he can't find. But I'm leaving this journal here because who knows, maybe someday I'll suddenly remember something, Mickey said, and it'll finally hit me where he hid the gold. Maybe I'll come back here and find it after all. But in the meantime, I got my family. They're what's important. They're treasure enough.
The dogs will lead the way. I wonder what that means.
I mean, at least he got his priorities straight in the end.
It's true.
Nasty mices. Seems suspicious.
That seems odd.
Darkness. Aha.
Nice.
Okay. Let's see. What do we have to do now? We need to mail the photo,
Yes, we do.
as that's going to be at the ranger station. So may as well change it today. We can't really do much until we do that. I don't think.
Well, we definitely can't go into this week until we do.
Correct. I don't know what else we really have to go off of till then.
Hello again, Miss Drew. Am I in for another interrogation?
I'd like to mail this photo to the woman in Las Vegas. Can you do that for me?
As always, I'm here to serve, Miss Drew. Just give it to me and I'll take care of it. I'm sure she'll be very pleased to get this back.
Fair enough.
What do you know about a man named Joe Akers?
Why do you ask?
I understand he used to be the deputy here.
So?
Real talkative.
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure you're not related to William Akers?
All right. William Akers was my grandfather.
And you don't want anyone to know that.
It's not exactly something I'm proud of. My father spent his whole life trying to make people forget what my grandfather was, and trying to make sure people who didn't know what he was never found out. I've been doing the same thing.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
What did William Akers do after Malone was arrested?
I'm afraid you're going to have to excuse me, Miss Drew. In case you've forgotten, I'm a very busy man. I apologize for my previous behavior. As a park ranger, I strive to keep my personal feelings in check at all times, and that time I failed. It's my duty as a public servant to try to make it up to you. What would you like to know?
I think I just got whiplash.
Yeah.
It's like that meme of, I'm gonna hurt you. I want to apologize.
Did your grandfather ever find any gold on Malone's property?
If he did, he never spent it. He wasn't poor when he died, but he certainly wasn't rich.
Fair enough.
What can you tell me about the gold that Malone supposedly buried on his property?
As far as I know, it doesn't exist. It's just one of those rumors people want to believe, so they do.
Thanks for all your help.
Not a problem.
So, according to my notes here, getting the key takes a couple of in-game days.
Okay.
So is there anything that we need to do that you can think of or anything? So I can't think of anything that we can really do until we get that key.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Okay. Then let's.
I mean, we could mess around with the clock, I guess.
Yeah, but we don't.
I know the dog's birthdays are on the
PDA.
The PDA. My brain associates that acronym to another thing.
Yeah, I think most people do. Anymore. Those PDAs are so old.
Yeah, they are.
Do 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 do. Really? I see how it is.
You gotta laugh at the moments.
Do you really?
You'll just drive yourself crazy if you don't.
Fair enough. Oh my gosh.
There's
Scrolls
a lot.
so slowly.
I know. Okay.
There they
Iggy was fall.
November 11th, 1919. April 4th, 22.
Let's see. So that's spring.
August 16th, 1923. Summer. February 8th, 1924. That was Xander.
And winter is
Vitus. February 8th, 1924.
Okay. So the first part of the poem says, leaves that appear on a fresh spring tree make my birth different from the other three. So that'd be Lucy.
Mm-hmm.
When swans drift by on shimmering blue, I'm the one who plays in the summer dew. When autumn's call brings out the deer, it is I who howls on mornings clear. And when winter comes and birds take flight, look to me to sleep through the long gray night.
But I don't know what we do with this, though. Because this shows that that one is... Because this is the trees.
Right.
This is the swans. Oh, we're supposed to be looking at the times that it hits when it comes out.
Maybe?
So 2, whatever it's locked to, 2.
2 for winter.
Yeah, is that winter?
Yeah.
Okay. It's locked to that, so I assume it's just the
Right.
hour hand.
Was that 4 technically for spring?
Yes, it was 4. 7 for the swans. And 11 for the was it deer?
Yeah, the fall.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so technically 4, 7, 11, 2?
Sure. Okay. AM. PM. AM. PM. And finally, AM.
Give that a try.
Hopefully that's a couple in-game days. Nancy just decided that she needed a lot of sleep.
Yeah, well.
After the things she's seen.
Can't say I blame her.
No, I can't say I can either.
Sounds really good right about now.
Yeah.
A package just arrived for you from Las Vegas.
Hooray!
Great. Vivian sent
Wouldn't
me
want
the
to break
key.
any littering laws, would we?
I noticed you have a dog.
That's Yogi, who never goes out unless he's on a leash. Park rules.
He seems very well trained.
I hope you're not suggesting I trained Yogi to run around in the middle of the night barking and attacking houses.
Thanks
I'm
for all your help.
That
Sorry.
seems like you're
I'm here.
reaching.
Are you suggesting something? Cause I didn't.
I think you're alluding to things that I was not alluding to. I don't see
Sounds
your
like
proof
what
here.
a guilty person would say.
Okay. Now, from the newspaper article about Malone being arrested, we know that the agent who arrested him was Waldo Matthias. No clue if I'm going the right way. I'm not. Dang it. Nope. This way? Yes, it is this way. That's alright. There we go.
You did it.
What you think? Key.
Aha.
Oh dear.
Oh.
One of these. Ow. Baldo.
That's awful mean, ain't it?
Yeah, it's the agent trying to arrest him, so.
Fair enough.
It's too dark. I need a flashlight.
I have a flashlight, Nancy.
Oh, the batteries are going dead.
Nah, that I can't. Yeah.
I can't see a thing. I'd better go back.
Where's back?
I don't think you're turned around yet.
I did turn around.
It's silly to try to explore this in the dark.
That can't be right.
Ah.
There we go. You have to do a turn there.
Goodness.
Okay, so I guess we have to go to M's for batteries.
Yep. Because of course we do.
No, it clicked shut. Don't make me do this thinking Baldo again. Waldo the Baldo. Oh no. Oh no. Okay.
You made it.
We'll see.
I do have the shortcut that Willie wrote down in his journal.
Yeah, it just almost takes me as long because I don't know my left from my right.
So. That's fair.
I have to stay here and hold my hand up and then hope that I remember which way Nell goes.
How you holding up?
I just need
I need
batteries.
flashlight batteries. Do you carry them?
Yep. But you know,
Uh-huh.
I've been meaning to make a purty display out of them packs of combo coal over there for the longest time. Just can't seem to get around to it.
I could probably do that.
Here's the way it should look when you're done.
Smiling. Give me the Give me the... There we go. Okay. So it should look like that.
So green on the sides.
That's right. So,
Can you turn things around?
yes. No. Yes.
Okay.
Pretty sure that goes like that. This
The one
is
in
gonna
the
go like that.
top right needs to be turned around.
Just that?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. There's 3 orange and a red. Just needs to be turned like that. That one is correct. This one just needs to be turned like that. That one's correct. Those are correct.
You
The
need to
purple.
swap the 2 at the top.
Is that correct now? That's correct. Yep, these 2.
Ta-da!
There we go.
One smiling goldfish. It's obviously never tried combo cola.
Apparently Nancy doesn't like combo cola.
Hey, Nancy, this mean you got them cans stacked?
You bet. They look just like the picture you gave me, which you can have back.
Here's your batteries, and thanks, Nancy.
Overcharge. Paste overcharge. These are double A's, 4 packs of double A's, and you need 4 packs of them?
That's a lot of batteries.
I mean, it's an old flashlight. But normally those use like big flashlight batteries.
They do.
So, seems off. Anytime I think of batteries, I just there's a movie that there's just a section where it's batteries. It's got batteries. Those ones are dead. Forgot to charge them on my flight over. Or change them
Okay,
before my
left.
flight, something like that.
Right,
Yeah.
right, left, left. Right, right, left. Right, left, left. Right, left, left.
I clicked the wrong one.
Right, right. Left.
Okay, I'm good.
Okay.
Now, don't make me do the thing again.
It's gonna make Hey! You did it!
Yeah. No, no. No.
Oh.
Nope.
There you go.
Now don't click. Click that way and that way. Nancy. I'm blaming her for this.
That's fair.
Oh dear.
What sweet, pleasant music.
Yeah, for whatever
Uh-oh.
you don't say. Who would want to go through this even to get to a speakeasy?
Probably people who
So
really
this
want
is the
liquor.
speakeasy. Wow.